Hayden Panettiere, the actress who rose from child stardom to become a familiar face on television and in film as the indestructible cheerleader Claire Bennet on NBC's Heroes and the ambitious country singer Juliette Barnes on ABC's Nashville, has died. She was 36. Her death was confirmed by her father, Skip Panettiere, in a statement released through her publicist. "It is with profound sadness that we share the tragic passing of our beloved Hayden," the statement read. "She was an incredible light and a force of nature who brought immeasurable love and joy to all who knew her, and to the millions who watched her on screen. We ask for privacy as our family takes time to process this unimaginable loss." No further details about the circumstances were immediately provided. An investigation was reported to be ongoing, with authorities indicating no signs of foul play. She died in South Carolina. Panettiere's career spanned nearly her entire life. Born Hayden Leslie Panettiere on August 21, 1989. In Palisades, New York. She was the older of two children of Leslie Vogel, a former soap opera actress and producer who managed her daughter's early career, and Alan Lee "Skip" Panettiere, a retired captain in the New York City Fire Department. Her younger brother, actor Jansen Panettiere, died in 2023 at age 28 from cardiomegaly and aortic valve complications. She began appearing in commercials at 11 months old, including a play school spot. By age 4 or 5, she was working regularly on daytime television. First as Sarah Roberts on ABC's One Life to Live, 1994 to 1997, and then as Lizzie Spaulding on CBS's Guiding Light, 1996 to 2000. Her portrayal of a child with leukemia on the latter series earned her recognition from the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Early film and voice work followed, including Dot in Pixar's A Bug's Life, 1998, which brought a Grammy nomination for a spoken word album for children, and the role of Cheryl Yost, the sharp-tongued daughter of a high school football coach in Remember the Titans, 2000, opposite Denzel Washington. She later described that production as one of the happiest professional experiences of her life. Other early credits included Ice Princess, Raising Helen, Bring It On All or Nothing, and various television movies. At 16, she landed the role that made her a household name, Claire Bennet, the high school cheerleader with regenerative healing powers on Heroes, 2006 to 2010. The series' early catchphrase, "Save the cheerleader, save the world," became cultural shorthand, and Panettiere's performance helped define the show's first seasons. She appeared in more than 70 episodes and earned Teen Choice Award nominations and a Young Artist Award. After Heroes, Panettiere moved into film with roles in I Love You, Beth Cooper, 2009, and, most notably, as the quick-witted film buff Kirby Reed in Scream 4, 2011. She returned to the franchise years later in Scream 6, 2023. Her most sustained television success came with Nashville, 2012 to 2018, in which she played Juliette Barnes, a rising country pop star whose personal struggles increasingly mirrored elements of Panettiere's own life. The role earned her 2 Golden Globe nominations for Best Supporting Actress in a Series, 2013 and 2014, and showcased her singing voice in original music for the show. She also appeared in the Lifetime film Amanda Knox, 2011. Off-screen, Panettiere's adult life was marked by significant personal challenges that she later discussed with unusual candor. She began a relationship with Ukrainian heavyweight boxing champion Vladimir Klitschko in 2009. They became engaged and welcomed a daughter, Kaya Evdokia Klitschko, in 2014. Panettiere has said she struggled with postpartum depression after the difficult birth and turned to alcohol and other substances to cope. The relationship ended and she eventually signed over full custody of Kaya to Klitschko. She later entered an abusive relationship with Brian Hickerson. He pleaded no contest to felony charges of injuring her and served jail time. In interviews and in her May 2026 memoir, This Is Me: A Reckoning, Panettiere detailed years of addiction, multiple stints in rehabilitation, body image struggles stemming from early fame and tabloid scrutiny, and the lasting impact of growing up as a working child actor under intense parental management. She wrote of feeling like a little soldier following orders on sets, and of later recognizing how the pressures of early stardom contributed to self-destructive patterns. The book also addressed her grief over her brother's death, her complex relationship with her mother, from whom she was estranged at the time of writing, and her path towards sobriety after an extended period in rehab. She spoke of doctors once warning that continued drinking risked severe liver damage. The memoir became a bestseller and marked a public attempt to reclaim her narrative. Panettiere's death comes less than a week before what would have been her 37th birthday, and follows a period in which she had been promoting her book and reflecting on recovery. Colleagues and fans have begun sharing tributes. The Screen Actors Guild, AFTRA, of which she had been a member since childhood, issued a statement mourning her sudden passing. Others who worked with her or followed her career noted both her talent and the openness with which she discussed mental health and addiction in an industry that has long struggled with those issues. Her career illustrated both the possibilities and the costs of early fame. From infant commercials to soap operas, from a Disney sports drama to a network superhero series and a long-running musical drama, she remained a consistent presence on screen for 3 decades. Roles such as Claire Bennet and Juliette Barnes allowed her to play characters who were resilient yet vulnerable, qualities that audiences connected with even as her private life grew more complicated. In Scream, Kirby Reed evolved from comic relief to a more grounded survivor, a trajectory that paralleled some of the public perception of Panettiere herself. In her later interviews, she emphasized creativity as a source of purpose and spoke of learning to choose battles carefully after profound loss. The release of her memoir earlier this year represented an effort to process trauma publicly and, she said, to wipe the slate clean on her own terms. Whether that process offered lasting resolution remains unknown. The cause of her death has not been disclosed, and investigators continue their work. Panettiere is survived by her daughter, Kaya, her parents, and a wide circle of friends and collaborators who remembered her energy and presence. Her body of work, spanning soap operas, family films, genre television, country music drama, and horror, remains available for new and returning audiences. For many, she will be remembered first as the cheerleader who could not stay down, and the singer who fought her way through personal and professional storms, both on screen and off. The full circumstances of her death may emerge in the coming days or weeks. For now, the family has asked for privacy as they grieve. The entertainment industry has lost a performer who began working before most children can form complete sentences, and who continued working into her mid-30s despite significant personal setbacks. Hayden Panettiere's story is one of early success, public scrutiny, private struggle, and a late attempt at reckoning through her own words. At 36, that story has ended.